If I can't fly, I can't take care of my family, my home, restore cars, everything I love, I couldn't do it. I was 100% absorbed by the pain. I'm Mark Miller, 61 years old, and I've been a professional pilot my entire life. I'm originally from Ohio, where the Wright brothers are born. I started taking flying lessons when I was 17 years old. I was working at a car dealership, changing oil on cars and whatnot to afford flying lessons in the late 70s. And I had my pilot license before I graduated high school. Flying is an art, in my opinion. I've always looked at it as an art. Every leg I fly is a masterpiece. Before my injury, very, very active. I love landscaping, I love being outdoors. I love restoring older cars, restoration of 60s General Motors cars, and that's a passion of mine, is automobiles. I have had lower back issues since I was in my 20s. And it typically, that lower back pain would heal in 2 or 3 days if you were real careful with it. This particular time, it got worse. It didn't get better. It got so bad to the point where I couldn't stand up long enough to take a shower anymore. The pain was a 10 out of 10. And that's when I knew I had a serious problem. Literally felt like it was the end for me. I felt like I was dying. For the first time in my life, I lost hope. I went darker and darker. It was a terrible place for a very positive person that I am my whole life. I was shocked how quickly this pain was taking me down.
Yeah, Mark was, really frankly depressed coming into the office. He was not sure what was going on, and you can imagine when you're unable to do the things that you love to do or even go to work, that can be really depressing and even induce some anxiety.
Everybody presents differently, right? Everybody handles pain in different ways. This man was very stoic, but you could tell that he was in a decent amount of pain.
Kim put me in her office, and she did some strength exercises or testing. She looked at the MRI and she said, "You've annihilated your sciatic nerve." And I found massive hope when I found Dr. Bergman, his office, his staff, and their skills that they used on me. So she said, "This is how it's gonna happen. We're gonna have to do surgery." She explained that process. They put me through pre-op right then. She said, "We need to get you in right away. Your sciatic nerve is dying, and we gotta save you."
Yeah, so I think really the conversation is about reherniation. And patients are always thinking about the here and now. What about my leg pain that I have right now? And I'm thinking about, what are we going to do with you long term? Let's make sure that you have a good outcome, not just now, not just in the next few weeks, but in the next few years of your life. Barricade is really a big barrier, right? It's a stop in the gap to ensure that the disc material doesn't push through. The barricade, being a stationary device that's anchored into bone, is not going to go anywhere and provides the sufficient amount of time for the body to heal that hole so that the patient doesn't reherniate.
And the barricade device, post-op, now that I can tell you, was a miracle. It was about a day, and I felt 100% better, zero pain. And 6 months after surgery, I haven't had a bit of pain. I've taken zero pain medicine, not even an ibuprofen. It's super emotional for me because I went from the darkest place in my life, literally, in 61 and a half years. I was never in such a dark place. I went from that to euphoria, to the happiest place, to the most hope I've ever had, and changed my life.
It's great to see Mark do really well outside of the four walls in my office, be able to return to doing the things he loves, get into the air, fly. I can't be happier about that, and that is really what gives job satisfaction to surgeons every day.
They didn't have to do fusion. They restored my existing disc. It's important to me. And I don't have to worry about a reherniation. I'm the kind of guy, I'm going to test something. I've tested it. I've had no problems. Barricade absolutely gave me my life back.